We definitely want to talk about the book, but the first thing I want to talk about is something near and dear to our heart, and that is comedian Sinbad.
Yes.
I've heard you talk about him briefly. He's on my Mount Rushmore. He's the reason I do comedy.
Oh, really?
Afros and bell bottoms changed my life.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say, looking like a youth pastor. But
You're very youth pastoral. Very youth pastorally.
I'm here doing my audition for Churchy season 3 right now. I wore the smoked mauve. You know, we're all gussied for this.
Smoked mauve is great. That is for sure a smoked mauve shirt. I'm gonna kill him with the smoked mauve. They ain't even seen this, baby. I'm doing new stuff.
But the thing about I wanted to ask you about Sinbad is something I've been so curious. Why do you think he's so underrated?
You know, recency bias, maybe. Sinbad had a moment in the 90s that few comedians ever have had as big as he did, with specials, movies. He was in Disney, you know what I'm saying? He's really beloved by comics, and I think a lot of people forget how much they enjoyed his stuff. But I don't know why he's so underrated, because comics love him. Like, you love him, I love him. He's big on Tony's list. Like, as far as a non-cussing comedian, Sinbad might be the best as far as, like, which is what I strive to do, is you don't necessarily notice or think about the fact that he's not cussing. He's just funny, and people are like, man, I love that Sinbad. I've never seen a bad set out of him. Never seen a bad special out of him. It's funny in a different world, funny on his Disney movies, all that stuff. So I don't know, but I'm glad he's still around. I'm not glad what happened to him health-wise, but it was good to see how many people rallied to his side, you know, digitally at least. It was good to know that he knows and his family knows how beloved he is.
Yeah, I've just been scratching my head about that, he's undeniably funny and he's done so many big things, but maybe it is that it's kind of like, what has he done lately?
Yeah.
So he's not top of mind to
like,
people.
think about Dave Chappelle. If he didn't come back after that whole Comedy Central Africa thing, you know, again, comics loved him. Killing Us Softly, Killing Me Softly. Killing Me Softly is rated very highly. Chappelle's show's rated very highly. But I think, was it like 2020, 2019, he had come back after many years with no special, and it was like, oh, he's back. And then since then, he's had, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 specials, depending on how you count the Instagram ones. But I think that helped solidify his legacy.
Gotcha.
And I think most comedians, Bill Burr, for example, they kind of never go away. They're always doing, like, he's on Broadway right now. Like, he was on Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying? He was on freaking Mandalorian or something.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, like, he was like, it's hard to forget somebody in something that big. And then he'll go and do the Red Rocks or release a special, or he seems to go viral on podcast clips often. So I think that's kind of the thing. Like, you know, in our generation of comedians, we don't have the luxury of just like doing Comic View or The Tonight Show and then working for the rest of the year, working for the rest of our lives. We got to put in the work. We got to make videos and got to do podcasts, and you got to stay in front of people, because there's so many more, I don't mean distractions that way. There's so much more content to consume, I should say. It's like we didn't grow up carrying content around in our pockets.